Fire the heat-seeking missiles.
Imagine a moonlit desert highway stretches into darkness. Suddenly, a sleek black Pontiac Trans Am roars into frame, its red scanner pulsing hypnotically. Behind the wheel sits a man with perfect hair and a leather jacket, but he's not driving.
A car that talks back to me.
He's having a conversation with the car itself. This was Knight Rider. When Knight Rider premiered in 1982, America was entering a new technological frontier. Personal computers were entering homes, and science fiction was becoming science fact. The Cold War tech race had people wondering what marvels the future might hold. And here was a show asking, what if the ultimate partner wasn't human at all? Created by Glenn A. Larson for NBC with a modest episode budget of approximately $1 million per episode, Knight Rider defied expectations. It wasn't a prestige drama, it was entertainment that captured lightning in a bottle, running for 4 seasons and drawing over 20 million viewers at its peak. In this video, we're exploring how Knight Rider became a cultural phenomenon that still resonates today. It wasn't just about a man and his talking car fighting crime. It was about our relationship with technology, our fascination with artificial intelligence decades before Siri and Alexa, and how a seemingly simple action show laid groundwork for countless series that followed. What made Knight Rider stand out wasn't just its premise, it was the execution. The show's technical achievements were remarkable for television in the early 1980s. KITT, the Knight Industries 2000, wasn't merely a prop, it was a character that required innovative practical effects to bring to life. The iconic red scanner bar on KITT's nose became one of television's most recognizable visual elements. Created using simple light bars and sequencers before CGI was commonplace. The production team modified several Pontiac Trans Ams for different filming needs: jump cars, picture cars, and special effect vehicles. For interior shots, they built a stationary mock-up with functioning displays that would light up on cue. These dashboard screens showing KITT's thinking were revolutionary visual elements for television at the time, requiring special lighting and camera techniques to capture properly on film. The series utilized a technical innovation called the automatic dialogue replacement system extensively, allowing for precise timing of KITT's responses during post-production. Sound design played a crucial role in KITT's personality. Beyond Daniel's voice, the car had signature sound effects for different functions. The turbine engine whine, scanner whoosh, and computer processing beeps all became instantly recognizable audio cues. The special effects team created a custom hydraulic system for KITT's famous Turbo Boost jumps, capable of launching the 2,700-pound Trans Am up to 15 feet in the air over distances of 40 feet. Miniature models were meticulously crafted for particularly dangerous stunts, filmed with careful attention to matching lighting conditions to create seamless transitions between full-size and model shots. Visually, Knight Rider embraced the noir aesthetic. Episodes frequently took place at night, not just because the name suggested it, but because darkness made KITT's scanner and dashboard more visually striking. The contrast between the black car and nighttime settings created a distinctive look that became the show's visual signature. When Michael Knight drives through the desert highways at night, KITT's red scanner cutting through the darkness, it creates an almost otherworldly atmosphere that sets the tone for the entire series. Production faced constant challenges. Creating the illusion that KITT drove itself required clever camera angles and editing. Stunt drivers often operated the car from hidden positions, sometimes lying below the dashboard, other times from specially constructed seats on the opposite side. For scenes where Kit would talk while driving, they frequently used process shots, with Hasselhoff pretending to drive in front of pre-recorded footage. Here's something many viewers don't know. Kit's voice, performed by William Daniels, was added in post-production. During filming, a script supervisor would read Kit's lines off-camera for Hasselhoff to react to. Daniels rarely visited the set, recording his dialogue separately in sound studios. This production method created a unique challenge for Hasselhoff, who had to maintain engaging conversations with an absent co-star, something that would become commonplace decades later with CGI characters. The performances in Knight Rider gave the show its heart, with David Hasselhoff's portrayal of Michael Knight standing as his breakthrough role. Hasselhoff brought a perfect blend of charm, intensity, and a touch of self-aware humor to the character. His chemistry with Kit created the show's emotional core, especially in scenes like the Season 2 episode Goliath, where Michael confronts his own past and identity. His ability to make viewers believe he was forming a genuine friendship with a car speaks to his charisma as a performer. William Daniels provided Kit's unforgettable voice, giving the AI personality a perfect mix of British-tinged sophistication, dry wit, and evolving emotion. What's remarkable is how Daniels, recording separately from the main production, created such authentic banter with Hasselhoff. Kit's gradual development from purely logical computer to something approaching humanity was subtle but profound. Daniels' performance in Trust Doesn't Rust, where Kit faces his evil counterpart Carr, showed the complexity he brought to what could have been a one-note character. Edward Mulhare as Devon Miles and Patricia McPherson as Dr. Bonnie Barstow rounded out the core team. Devon's proper British demeanor provided the perfect foil for Michael's maverick style, while Bonnie's technical expertise and no-nonsense attitude added depth to the foundation for Law and Government, FLAG, team. The tension when Bonnie was temporarily replaced by April Curtis, Rebecca Holden, in Season 2 showed how integral these supporting characters had become to the show's dynamic. Richard Basehart deserves special mention for his role as the voice of the narrator, opening each episode with the now iconic Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. His gravelly, authoritative delivery set the tone for each adventure and became inseparable from the show's identity. The recurring villains also contributed significantly to the show's appeal, with actors like John Considine as the evil industrialist Cameron Zachary and Lance Legault as the rogue army officer Colonel Faraday, creating memorable adversaries that challenged the team across multiple episodes. Guest stars frequently included up-and-coming talent, with future stars like James Doohan, Lucy Liu, and Alan Oppenheimer making appearances. Among the most memorable episodes was Night of the Phoenix, the pilot that established Michael's origin story as a police officer left for dead and given a new face and identity. This 2-hour introduction set up the show's themes of rebirth and second chances. Another standout was Soul Survivor, where Kit's programming is transferred to a skyscraper's mainframe, effectively trapping him and forcing Michael to connect with his partner in an entirely new way. These performances elevated Knight Rider beyond its high-concept premise. The human-AI relationship between Michael and Kit explored themes of trust, friendship, and what it means to be human. Questions that seemed like pure science fiction in the 80s, but have become increasingly relevant in our AI-driven world. Each character's journey reflected the show's central message that technology could enhance our humanity rather than replace it. When Knight Rider first aired in September 1982, critical reception was decidedly mixed. Many reviewers dismissed it as just another gimmicky action show. A man with a talking car fighting crime seemed too simplistic to be taken seriously. The Los Angeles Times called it high-concept, low-execution television, while others predicted it would be canceled within a season. But audiences immediately connected with the show. The Nielsen ratings told a different story than the critics, with Knight Rider quickly becoming one of NBC's most successful series of the early 80s. By the end of its first season, it had secured a devoted fan base that crossed demographic lines, appealing to both technology enthusiasts and action-adventure fans. The show evolved significantly over its 4-season run. The first season established the core premise and characters, focusing on straightforward crime-fighting stories. Season 2 expanded the mythology, with episodes featuring KARKITT's evil predecessor and delving deeper into Michael Knight's backstory. By seasons 3 and 4, the writers took bigger risks, introducing technology that seems prescient today, like episodes featuring early concepts of virtual reality, computer viruses, and even primitive versions of the internet. One of the most controversial production decisions came in Season 2 when Patricia McPherson's character, Bonnie, was temporarily replaced by Rebecca Holden as April Curtis. Fans protested the change so vocally that producers brought McPherson back for Seasons 3 and 4. This demonstrated how invested viewers had become in the show's character dynamics. The series also faced criticism for becoming increasingly far-fetched in later seasons. Kit gained new abilities almost every episode, from a super pursuit mode that dramatically increased his speed to a transformation capability that allowed him to convert into an open-top vehicle. These additions were sometimes seen as desperate attempts to keep the format fresh, though younger viewers enjoyed these new gadgets. Hidden throughout the series are interesting continuity details and production quirks. Eagle-eyed viewers might spot that different Trans-Ams were used throughout filming, sometimes with visible differences between shots. In certain stunt scenes, you can occasionally glimpse the hidden driver controlling Kit during supposedly driverless sequences. The show even featured early appearances by actors who would later become famous, including Bryan Cranston and Geena Davis in small guest roles. The influence of Knight Rider extends far beyond its original run, establishing a template that countless shows and films have followed. The concept of an AI companion as a legitimate character rather than just a tool was groundbreaking, predating similar relationships in films like Her and AI assistants like Siri by decades. The show's premise, that technology could be personified and befriended, has become increasingly relevant in our current era of smart homes and voice assistants. In automotive design, Kit's dashboard, full of screens and digital readouts, seemed like fantasy in 1982, but has become standard in modern vehicles. Tesla's self-driving capabilities and conversational interfaces particularly echo what Kit offered, with Elon Musk even adding a Knight Rider mode to Tesla vehicles as a direct homage. The show's vision of a car that could drive itself, provide information, and even make decisions has largely come to pass, though thankfully without the missiles and ejection seats. The show pioneered what media scholars now call the tech buddy genre, inspiring everything from Airwolf to Person of Interest. Its DNA can be found in countless works featuring human-AI partnerships. Knight Rider conventions still draw thousands of fans annually, with some enthusiasts building remarkably accurate Kit replicas costing upwards of $100,000. The original hero car used in filming sold at auction for $300,000 in 2021, demonstrating the enduring collectible value of the series. Hasselhoff himself has embraced the show's legacy, frequently appearing with Kit replicas at events and referencing his time as Michael Knight throughout his career. The series has inspired academic papers analyzing its early portrayal of AI ethics and machine consciousness, with technology philosophers citing it as an early mainstream exploration of questions now central to AI development debates. Video games continued the franchise, with titles appearing across multiple platforms from the 1980s through the 2000s. Hollywood has repeatedly attempted to recapture Knight Riders. Magic, the 2008 NBC reboot starring Justin Bruning as Michael Knight's son, lasted only one season. Other attempted revivals including a 1991 TV movie, Knight Rider 2000, and 1994's Knight Rider 2010, failed to connect with audiences. This speaks to the difficulty of recreating the original's perfect storm of timing, casting, and cultural context. Hasselhoff's charisma and the practical effects of the original have proven difficult to replicate in the CGI era. The show's cultural footprint remains impressive. References to KITT appear throughout popular culture, from The Simpsons to Ready Player One. The distinctive scanner sound and light are instantly recognizable across generations. Despite being a product of the 80s, younger viewers continue to discover Knight Rider through streaming services, appreciating both its retro charm and its surprisingly forward-thinking premise. Knight Rider wasn't just a TV show about a man and his talking car. It was a fascinating exploration of our relationship with technology at the dawn of the digital age. While its leather jackets and synthesizer soundtrack root it firmly in the 1980s, its central question about whether technology will become our partner or our master remains more relevant than ever. As we navigate a world of increasing automation and artificial intelligence, Michael Knight and KITT's partnership offers an optimistic vision of human-machine collaboration. What do you think? Was Knight Rider just 80s cheese, or was it actually a prescient glimpse into our technological future? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video essay, hit subscribe for more deep dives into the classic shows that shaped our culture.